Hey guys, I'm Amit Kumar and welcome to this video in which we are going to talk about lists. This is part 1. So collections in Apex can be lists, sets or maps. There is no limit on the number of items a collection can hold. However, there is a general limit on the heap size. A list is an ordered collection of elements. Each element of a list has a unique index and these elements are distinguished by their indices. Lists can be of any data types, that is, it can be primitive, it can be a collection, it can be an S objects, it can be user defined types, or it can be built-in Apex types. So collections are used when we want to deal with a large amount of data of same data type. In Apex, we can have collections as a form of lists, sets, or maps. Though there is no limit on the number of items we add to this collection, but there is a general limit on the heap size. A list is a type of collection which is an ordered type. It means it maintains the order of the element in which we have added them into the list. Now each element in the list will have a unique index and these elements are distinguished on basis of this index itself. The index position of the list element starts with 0. For example, if we are having a list of string with these names, so the first element will be referred with 0 index and it increases in the same order. The same rule applies on any kind of list that we have. Lists can contain any collection and can be nested within one another and become multi-dimensional. A list can contain up to 7 levels of nested collections inside it, that is up to 8 levels overall. To declare a list, use the list keyword followed by the type within these angular brackets. For example, list of integer will be declared like this, list. Integer data type will be mentioned in the angular brackets and then we will specify the name of the list object. And as I told you, list can be a nested list as well. So here you can see a list of integers. The type of list can be an S object as well. The above statements just declares the list variable or list objects. But to create space in memory, we have to use the new keyword as shown below. So for list of integer, if you want to take space for them, because this statement will only declare it. So to take space in the memory, we will use this new keyword. Then we will use the same list keyword along with the data type and we will end the statement with the pair of parentheses. The same applies to the rest of the list object as well. List class provides methods to access list elements. For example, add method that accepts an element is used to add the specified element at the last position of the list. Whereas the get method with index parameter returns the element at the specified index of the list. List can be statically assigned values at the time of declaration as well. So we can hard code the values in the list like this. Now make sure that we don't use pair of parentheses when we are specifying the elements of the list at the time of declaration itself. And these elements are enclosed in this pair of curly braces. And similarly, we can create a list of string as well. So it's pretty much of talk and now it's time to see the things practically. So guys, here we are in our org and on the developer console. So let's create a class to see an example of a list. So guys, as you can see, this is the list program 1 in which I have created 3 types of list over here. In fact, I should say I have declared 3 lists over here, list of integer list, and a list of account. Now in the next 3 lines, I have initiated their space in memory by calling new keyword along with the list type with the pair of parentheses. Now we know and we have discussed that there is an add method available with the list class and we can call this add method on the list object and pass the element as the parameter of that add method. So this list of integer will add 10, 20 and 30 to the list at the end. And then after we have printed the list of integer over here. Similarly, we created 2 account objects ACC1 and ACC2 and then we added these account objects inside the list of account and then we printed that list of account as well. So let's see the output of this program. So guys, you can clearly see how it has printed list of integers and list of accounts over here. Now let's create another program. So now guys, here in this program, what we have done is we have hard coded the value of the list. So you can clearly see I haven't used the pair of parentheses. Instead, I have used pair of braces within which I have specified the values of the list, both in integer type of list and in string type of list. And then we have used a get method over here, and we are calling the get method along with the index. So when I'm calling list1.get0, definitely it's going to return 10. And when I'm calling list1.get4, it's going to return 50. Similarly here, list2.get0 is going to return red, and list2.get2 is going to return blue. So let's see the output of this program. So guys, you can clearly see how it is accessing each and every element from both of the lists. So that marks the end of this video. See you soon in the next video. Till then, thank you and take care.